I'm going to show you how I use batting tape and batting scraps to create a new batting every time I make a scrap quilt. So what you're going to need is batting scrap. Usually I end up with these long thin pieces, so I'm going to piece them together. You want the ends to be pretty straight. So if your ends are kind of jagged, just take a long ruler and a rotary cutter and trim them up. So I'm going to put together 2 pieces at a time so I can create one big batting for the scrap quilt that I'm about to baste. So I try to put them right up against each other, and usually I overlap them just a little bit. After you've quilted it, you won't really be able to feel that in the quilt. So I'm going to take a length of batting tape, and I'll link to my favorite one. I've tried some different ones. This is my favorite. I like that it's kind of a matte feeling batting tape, and it has held really well. Trim that. I just do one section at a time, and I only add batting tape to one side. If you're worried about it holding up, you could also add it to the reverse side. I usually use the side with the batting tape for the part that will touch the quilt top, and then the other side for what will touch the backing. I don't think it really matters. Line everything up again, making sure that this still is straight. I don't want it to be wonky. Usually when I put a new piece on, I overlap it by about 1 inch or so. And I just iron it. Sometimes I'll go over it a second time. You can see I've just got it overlapping just a tiny bit. It's about maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Batting tape is also nice if you ever get a tear in your batting. I usually will iron a little piece of batting tape over the top. You just iron it until it feels secure, and it adheres very quickly. Doesn't need a lot of pressing. All right, so now I've got these 2 long strips together. I'm probably going to need 4. This is a fairly decent sized quilt. Okay, I actually think this is going to be large enough because one of my pieces was quite big. So I'm going to measure it and make sure. If not, I'll add another piece, but it's ready to baste into a quilt.